Welcome to Unit 4, where we talk about building competitive and strategic advantage. And what we're talking about here is that this notion of sustainable competitive advantage requires that we recognise, nurture, develop and invest in critical capabilities. And we use the expression capabilities throughout the organisation. And what we actually mean is clusters or groups of activities that produce unique outcomes that are specific to the strategy that we're trying to implement, not to all strategies, but to the particular strategy that we're trying to implement. So we're looking at, for our strategy to work, what are the critical capabilities that we need to make our strategy work? Now, there are some general or generic headings that we would normally encourage people to think about. We would encourage people to think about what sorts of people or staff or that we need to get, what sort of groupings of skill sets we need under people. We need leadership, which is a critical capability. We need a strategy supportive and a strategy appropriate culture. We need systems and boundary systems, belief systems, a range of systems that actually help us to deliver the outcome. And of course we need structure. So if we think about structure and systems and leadership and people and culture, and under those we think about some of the headings that are often spoken about as sources of capabilities are the ability to respond to change or strategic agility, which we'll talk about in a future unit, innovation, which we'll also talk about in a future unit, the access to information and the ability to generate insights from that information, effective cost management and structures and systems and processes for managing costs effectively, combinations of and access to unique resources which may be intellectual or may be physical, so they may be tangible or intangible resources which are either unique combinations of those or unique control over some of those. And finally, networks and relationships is often spoken about as a critical capability that gives a strategic advantage. The McKinsey organisation summarised those under a series of 7 S's, and they talk about the 7S framework, where we talk about shared values in the organisation, structure, systems, staff, skills, strategy and style. And what they mean by style is the culture and leadership. So if you think about these critical capabilities under those 7 S's, these are capabilities that an organisation needs to think about and combines in order to create its unique strategy and the capabilities to drive its unique strategy. And to get that developed and to get that understood, we need to start by analysing our existing capabilities and our existing strategies and understand how well they're working, what's working for us at the moment. But then also think about the capabilities that we might need to reconfigure or recombine. So see our capabilities as a portfolio of empowering things that we can use configured differently or combined differently to produce different and better outcomes. And we also need to understand our comparative capabilities, not only our capabilities for us as an organisation, but how well that positions us relative to competitors and substitutes. So in this unit, when we talk about building competitive and strategic advantage, we're really seeking to understand the capabilities we have and the capabilities we need in order to deliver on our chosen strategy.